Evening, everyone, and welcome to the Game Brass's expedition into deepest, darkest Brasslevania. Thank you for joining us all tonight. My name is John Robert Matz, explorer extraordinaire, spelunker of great spelunkings, and we're joined by our intrepid low brass section and arranger. Care to introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Daniel Rumberger. I play trombone most of the time.
Alex, that's you.
Okay, that's me. I'm Alex Hill. I play tuba, and I'm also Lucario today.
Excellent, excellent. John, would you care to?
Howdy, I'm John Stacy, and I play the French horn.
I do realize that many of these choices we made tonight were very ill-advised. Thomas, would you care to introduce yourself?
And I'm Thomas Kresge, the ranger here on Brasslevania.
Wondrous, wondrous.
And we're here to play through the album again tonight. We released Brasslevania last year, featuring every people you see here, as well as a few other of our brass players. Mark Papagin was on horn, and Jordan Moore on horn as well, and Ken Crouch on trumpet. So, anyway, we're presenting it again this Halloween for everyone's enjoyment. We have a few new videos from it as well that we didn't have last year. And so we hope you'll enjoy all that.
Should be quite a bit of fun. So, Thomas, do you have control over the playback?
Nope, that's all Robby.
Excellent.
All right, so Robby, the ghost of Robby is presently possessing the stream, and we are reliant on the ghost of Robby to manipulate the actual playback of the videos. So I'm not sure what flavor of Luigi board we must contact on, but I think that I see the letters moving to ghosts and
Hi,
Hi,
Game
we're
Brass.
the
Game
Game
Brass.
Game
Brass.
Brass.
So flawlessly
That,
executed.
that was
wasn't
marginally in sync.
Perfect.
All right.
It's us.
The ghost of Robby has been resurrected.
Howdy.
Everything's back under control.
Greetings, Robbio.
So
Rabio!
It's a
it?
me.
He,
welcome
Mario.
again to our 2020 live listening party stream of 2019's award-winning album Brasslevania.
It is award winning. I forgot about that. Good for
Oh,
us.
I forget it.
Good.
It's
You
fantastic.
did it.
I say this to the person who only played on it and didn't write it. It's quite good.
John, you're killing me.
I'll
Sorry,
reach
I
out.
can't stop. Once I've started, I really
Ooh.
can't turn it off. It's just like this forever now. I hope you're all right with it.
You go, buddy. All right.
You're
so,
not quite the expedition.
Cheerio.
Well,
hi, everyone watching. Hello. Thank you for being here. I am the elusive ghost of Robby Duguay. I started the stream without anything really set up. I just sort of hit the button and hoped that everything would work. And it turns out that everything did not work. And I can't hear what's happening on the computer. So I hope you can all hear us, and I hope you can hear the songs all right. That is all I have to say about the matter. If it's not, shout us out in chat. If it is, dudes in the chat.
And remember, we're
Dudes in the chat.
professionals. Don't try this at home.
Cool. I don't even know what the next song is.
Well, the previous
It's a good
song,
cold open.
the
You know what?
previous song was
Unlike
Ghosts and
this is-
Goblins.
The scariest of all streams.
Yeah, this is interesting. This is chill. So we're gonna play through the album. I hope you enjoy listening to the album, whether or not you listened to it last year or not. If you're new to this and you haven't heard the music of Brasslevania before, welcome. We actually have a promo code for this album that I will link you right now. The promo code is Goblins. So if you go to our Bandcamp page, and when you're checking out, you can get a digital or physical album of Brasslevania. You put in the promo code Goblins. That's good for 15% off. This deal will be good basically throughout the rest of Hallow weekend. And that's all I have to say about that. Shall we go on to the next song?
I think we should.
Let's do it.
Let's
All
do
right.
down.
3, 2, 1, here we go. Hello.
Here we are. We're back. After that video, filmed in VR chat at the BS of Alex.
Yes,
and
filmed
then there it
entirely
is.
in VR chat. Thank you to
There
all
it
my
is.
friends who joined in to help me find all the Pokemon avatars. Find someone put like the entirety of the Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee in there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Quite an achievement.
Yeah, that was Lavender Town. Keotter asked, yeah, that track was just a short loop in the game, but it's actually 2 tracks medleyed together, Lavender Town and Pokemon Tower. Classics. Next up, though, we have Ghost House theme from Super Mario World, and what I actually think is Robby's magnum opus video.
I love this so much. So my first game console that I ever owned was a Super Nintendo. That it was mine, that I didn't have to go to the neighbor's house and play. And the Ghost House in Super Mario World, which was the first game I got because it came out at launch, it was just stood out to me so much. And so when we did this album, I just had to have this track. And yeah, I went a little overboard with the editing. Please enjoy Ghost House from
A
Super
little
Mario World.
welcome back. That was Ghost House from Super Mario World. You may have noticed some interesting and rather spooky elements in play, perhaps the excessively dramatic motion employed by our various musicians. There's an interesting story behind that. See, Robby had a terrible, terrible idea, as we are wont to have here in the Game Brass, that to enhance the unnerving, unnatural quality, we might try a new technique. We actually, for the purposes of recording the video, not of course the audio, we recorded everything at half speed. Everything was double the length. So everyone is playing at exactly half tempo as we record the video. And then afterwards, we speed it up. And you get this insane sort of hyperactive, overdramatic, Chaplin-esque quality to the movement, which results in the terror that you see before you. I hope you liked it. It certainly took a lot of time and a lot of uploading space, and our Dropboxes thank you for your appreciation. On that note, we're going to move along to the next track on our evening's program, and this one I'll let you hear from our featured musician, in this case, one Alex Hill. Alex?
Thank you, John Robert. Appreciate
You're
that.
most welcome.
So the next track we have coming up is going to be Spirit of Hospitality from Celeste. And we don't have we hadn't had a video. If you tried to look for a video of that last year, there wasn't one. That's because we're saving it for this Halloween as a special treat. So we'll have that video coming up here in just a moment. But this track is super hype. Thomas, if you notice for this album, Thomas had features everyone in a different way, which is really, really cool. And so when he talked about Tuba feature, I was really excited. And it turned to be something really cool, remind me of some of the Tuba solo literature. And then sometime in the middle of it, John Robert, I believe, mentioned that there should be a cadenza. And then Thomas was gracious enough to let me write the cadenza. And I thought, well, how about I just, if somehow this ever got to be sheet music or to play live or anything, I would have to make the tuba player suffer. So in the cadenza, I wrote the A above the staff as the highest note, and then I think the double pedal A below the staff is the lowest note, which is really fun. I'm glad they let me get away with it.
I mean, if you're not going to show off, what point is there, right?
Exactly.
Before I hit the button,
Yes.
I want to clarify something. This is not the final video for this video.
Oh, yes.
It's updated from last year's, but we still, I have another terrible idea. I want to do sort of like we did with Luigi's Mansion, which you'll see in a few minutes. But what we want to do is get somebody to dress up like Madeline and run around a hotel, which is a little bit harder than it used to be to do. So anyway, this is Spirit of Hospitality. Please enjoy.
From Celeste. Welcome back to our live stream of Brasslevania. Thank you all for joining us tonight. We've had a bit of a costume change, and a new guest has appeared. And he's I wasn't actually referring to Waluigi, of course, but we're also talking about Daniel Flam, who seems to have been eaten by a shark. It's truly scandalous and terrifying, so you may want to avert your eyes. But our very own French horn player has arrived. He is comfortable on his couch. I don't know if he can speak, but we'll have to interview the shark in order to hear from him. Daniel, would you like to say a few words?
Baby shark.
Cut it off.
Why?
Oh, God. Well, that was a mistake. Remind me never to ask that again. Our next piece this evening will be introduced by our very own Daniel Romberg.
Oh, will it?
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
They muted me.
So the next piece is Splatterhouse. No, it is Luigi's Mansion. We have it in the wrong order in our playlist. All right. The next piece is Luigi's Mansion from a game that also happens to be called Luigi's Mansion. I could talk a lot about the process of recording the parts and filming the video, but I haven't thought about what I'm going to say ahead of time. So let's play the video and then I'll think of what to say afterward.
Always a good plan.
Okay, I don't know if I have these messed up because I haven't labeled them. They just say 5 and 6. So I'm going to click 5, and we're going to hope that it's
okay.
Luigi's
Well, maybe
Mansion.
it is Splatterhouse. In which
Here we
case
go.
Hello, welcome back. That was Luigi's Mansion. Thomas wrote this as kind of my feature. The overall concept behind it was Luigi walking through the mansion, getting scared by the ghosts. It involves me playing the theremin. It's the first time that Thomas wrote for theremin. And he's like, "Oh, what can theremin do?" And I'm like, "What can't theremin do?" And we
found out.
Because Thomas wrote it. No, it was a good part. It was a lot of fun. I also got to whistle in that, which is also fun. Thomas also wrote me a euphonium part, but I'm not that good at euphonium, so I gave it to Jordan instead. Filming the video was also a lot of fun. We went to one of Robby's relatives that was like about an hour and a half north of Toronto, and Robby was babysitting their kid, so we used their house as a film location.
It was great because they
That's
had
what
a
I
really
wanted to
nice
ask you.
house.
Yeah.
It totally ended up working. What you did not see was the entire time when we were filming, Robby's family has these two really big, really friendly dogs that were just like always up in our business. So like the scene where I'm walking through the living room, like what you don't see is that right below me there are these two dogs that are just like walking around and being super excited.
I'm very excited to see you. They're quite happy you're here, really.
They're great dogs.
Just take some of the terror out of the moment.
They're good dogs, Brant.
Hmm.
Wait, Alex looking kind of sus out there.
Yeah.
All right, I'm calling an emergency meeting. I'm hitting the button here. So I watched that entire video and I didn't see Alex do a task even once.
I think you're right, actually.
I saw him in the garage.
But what was he doing in the garage?
There is no garage on this map.
Oh. Wait a moment. That means that Robby.
What? I've been here the whole time.
Uh-huh. Sure you have. Sure.
One.
Welcome back. We're here with a special guest. Someone said he was quite rude, but I'm not sure.
I guess.
He's rude, but not impolite.
That's fair.
So yeah, that was a happy ending. from
Question mark?
Splatterhouse.
Yeah, we kind of like renamed the title in order to avoid potential like weird Japanese to English kind of things.
Yeah, we wanted to kind of honor the original title while having it make grammatical sense at the same time.
But we changed
A happy ending question mark from Splatterhouse. Or Splatterhouse, as it appears to be written in the chat. So what have we got up next?
Well, next up is Mad Monster Mansion.
This is a good one.
Yes, from a good
Classic. The first one arranged for the album, too.
Oh,
a classic.
Yeah.
A classic.
From Banjo Kazooie.
Do play it.
Here we go.
And there was Bad Monster Mansion. Next up, we move to a piece heavily requested by one of our own members because he thought Halloween was too scary and had too much sad music.
So we needed
It's true,
something a
though.
bit more beautiful.
Hey, we needed something in a major key.
We need something a little more beautiful for this album.
And what's more beautiful than life itself?
And whistling. So here we're going to feature Daniel again and his extreme whistling.
That makes it
Skill.
sound like that makes it sound like a hardcore sport here.
From Deadly
It's just like
Premonition.
extreme whistling.
BMX extreme whistling.
And in the meantime, you're all going to try to guess who Robby is.
Yeah, who is
Yeah,
Robby?
guess who I am in the chat.
Chat, guess who
Who am
Robby
I?
is.
What track number is this one?
This is number 8, and my guess is you're John Stacy.
Here we go. There's a big announcement next week. No, it's not actually true. The video just says that. I don't even know what my costume is anymore. Barney Rubble? I don't even know.
Hey, Robby, there's a big announcement today, though.
Oh, there is a big announcement today. Excellent transition. And don't forget about the promo code, which we'll talk about as soon as we're done this. What we want to announce today to you, the viewer, and you heard it here first, we actually announced it at last year's Brasslevania stream. We have finally submitted the Castles Project album for distribution.
I say, that's quite exciting. Congratulations, everyone.
Congrats, everybody. It only took us 3.5 years. The Castles album is coming.
Our inception was making this album, and finally, you'll hear it.
That's right. So we've got the Castles album coming out on the date of November the 20th. Whoa, hit my camera. November 20th. We are going to release the Castles album that has all of the old Castles tracks redone and remastered.
Ooh, good
I
catch.
muted my mic just in time.
Good catch.
Nice.
Nicely done.
Had you not, we would have
so
all
many
got the
chats
mistake. It would have been
right
terrible.
now.
Thank you.
Love that raincoat. This is actually my fur because
You
I'm a
look like-
caveman.
No, the
okay?
raincoat in the
Oh, I
film.
thought you were. I thought you were
that's
Macklemore.
your
I'm a caveman. Okay, that's why my hair is messed
That's
up.
your Tyrannosaur costume.
Exactly. If you
Speaking of
I
castles.
should dress up like that. I wonder if I still. I'm just okay. So I don't actually have all these costumes like ready and planned. I think we have far too many tracks for me to have a costume per track. But my costume closet is here from doing all the Game Brass videos. So anything I've dressed up as over the last 3 years, it's here. Anyway, Castles is coming November 20th. All of the original tracks that we did, redone and remastered, and some new ones that you haven't heard before, including, not going to say it, but it's going to be out on November 20th.
Good job.
So look forward to that, please.
I wasn't intending you to make the announcement literally right as soon as I said
did it.
that, but
I did it.
announcement
Why
out.
not?
Daniel, please tell them about our promo code.
Okay, so our promo code is Goblins. That is good for 15% off a physical or digital album of Brasslevania. You can get that on our Bandcamp. The Bandcamp is linked in the description of this video. Fun fact, like YouTube videos have a description. Whoever knew?
What?
But yeah, the code is Goblins without the quotation marks, although I just quoted it there. Feel free to pick that up if you don't have the album already. And also, speaking of the chat, we were talking about the Sinner's Sandwich. The Sinner's Sandwich is a thing.
Speaking of goblin,
Deadly Premonition. Oh my god, speaking of things that sound super scary. So Sinner's Sandwich, turkey, strawberry jam, and cereal. 3 things that you don't think would go together, but apparently it works. Just like the game has a lot of things that would go together, but apparently is really fun and charming.
I will say that this album, you really want to buy it because if you buy it, it's because if you listen to it, you'll be socially distanced automatically. Which will prevent coronavirus.
So cold.
ouch.
Oh man. Okay. I believe the next track, if I'm not mistaken, is one where I got to play an extra part. So I will do a little bit of an intro. We probably have a few Undertale and Deltarune fans in the chat. Hello to you. When we started working on this album, we thought, what's a way that we could work Undertale or Deltarune into this, because our track The Legend had done so well. Or was that after? Maybe it was after.
I think it was after that.
Yes.
Never mind. So we knew that we really wanted to have a Deltarune or Undertale track on there, and we thought that the best way to make it work was to have Jevel's theme, which is the world revolving. But the way we wanted to make it work outside of the normal brass nonette setup that we did for this album, I ended up playing the guitar. So if you've never heard me play the guitar before, this is a track where I play the guitar. Here we go. It is number 9. Please enjoy The World Revolving from Deltarune.
Thank you.
And that was the world revolving from what was it again? Some video
Delta
game by
Room.
some guy. Oh, yeah. Toby
It was
Fox.
made by a dog.
Piano symbol.
Made by a fox. Yes, that's the one.
Maybe
Oh, no. Wait, no, never mind.
accurate.
What a wonderful thing. So, someone would like to take over here, please. Get me
Get me out of here.
out of this, please. Robby has changed costume again, ladies and gentlemen. We're taking votes on what the heck he's dressed up as now in the
Yeah,
chat.
this one's anybody's guess. I really have no idea.
Please go for it. I thought he looked like a
Gabe
great extra
Kaplan.
from
You were the
Scooby-Doo.
Gabe Kaplan. Maybe that's too
I just
old
realized
for
you have
me.
elf ears on.
Yeah, I do have elf ears on. Yes.
Oh, it's
I didn't
gotten
see that at
even worse
first.
than I realized. Oh no. Oh wait, he's
these
Disco
are from the
Legolas.
Skyrim
He's
video.
Disco
You're like-
Legolas. How have I not
Disco
realized?
Legolas.
Oh no, I was thinking,
So Lego.
I was thinking like Bob Ross Link.
Can you do the Frodo
Yeah,
face?
yeah.
Can you do the Frodo face?
That is the chunky Kong vest.
The Chunky Kong vest, yeah.
So yeah, this is the hair from Ni no Kuni, the ears from Skyrim and Dragon Quest, and the vest from Creepy Castle.
You're a
Wait a minute.
casserole. Look at that.
Yeah,
He came dressed for
Castle
this,
No, no,
this
no.
is a leftovers
castle,
outfit.
A castle roll. A castle roll.
Hey.
Also, Shin says you're the shredder because you were shredding really hard on the guitar.
Thank you, Shane. Good to see you. Thanks for being
Sorry.
here.
Oh.
What do we got?
Except
John
for on track 10,
Stacey.
Robby. This is
So,
Voyager from Castlevania.
Am I
yeah,
just hitting the button?
quick little thing about that. You know, the way that some of these things work, sometimes that Thomas there lets us request songs there. And I decided, hey, I'm going to ask for one of my favorite ones of all time, you know, Voyager from Castlevania. You know, I've never actually played Castlevania. I think I played for like 5 minutes, but I couldn't beat it. But anyways, he got a request. And then, yeah, that was my thing. So he let me have a solo in this one. It was beautiful. I got to play the low notes on the French horn of the solo. And it was, oh, thank you, Thomas. You've made my day.
You're welcome.
Well,
All right,
butter
what's this
my
track from?
biscuit. Voyager from Castlevania.
Here we go.
Good time.
We're just always prepared. Everything is polished and ready to go. Not a moment of hesitation or confusion in this stream.
Never. Not at all. So, earlier, you know how I was doing that little spiel on the low notes on the French horn and how I wrote a solo for me? So, another way that the game brass works is that sometimes we'll mention a small little thing and then Thomas will be like, I need to write that. So, I mention I am a low note specialist, meaning I specialize in the lowest notes of the French horn. You know, I play a lot of fourth horn in the orchestra. And then he's like, so what is low? And I'm like, well, you know, there's this double pedal B that, you know, a pedal B that no one can really do. And he's like, you know what, I'm going to write that. So what he did is he wrote the tuba notes playing the bottom of his range. You know, Alex is an excellent low note guy also. And then he wrote me an octave above the tuba. So I'm playing lower than the tuba normally plays, you know. So it's kind of a thing that, like, you know, yeah, it turns out the horn can play really low, but don't mention that or they'll write it, you know, and I had a lot of fun.
Welcome to my world. Except in my case, you say you can play rather high, and then it's all over.
John Stacey, if I recall correctly, too, you shared it with this horn players Facebook group, and then everyone was just like lambasting the part. It's just like, no, this isn't playable. This is terrible. And
This
it's
isn't
like,
playable. Then I proceeded to play it.
Yeah.
Show them.
That was my trolling. That's how horn players troll. Is we basically say, I can play this and you can't. Now tell me it's impossible. That's horn player trolling.
Yeah. The joke that I liked was, hey, can you play this note? Yeah, I can play this note. Okay, great. Here's 10 minutes of that note.
Yeah.
And I didn't loop. I played all 10 minutes of it.
Whew. I definitely took a lot of shots at playing that. Like, I broke it up into pieces, and my part's not even nearly as hard as yours.
Big Boo's
anyway.
haunt. God, yeah, that one's wild because the tuba part's pedal notes the whole time, and they're all really long. And it's like, oh, it's quiet. It should be okay. But I just about passed out recording.
I think I recorded that one note by note, right? I recorded a note, and then I okay.
I mean, you pretty much have to the double pedal.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta like you record it, you do your take, and then you have to sit there and just like breathe for a second, so you don't. Then all the stars go away. You get your vision back.
Right.
Like, all right, I can do this now.
Exactly. Everything went black, right? Then it goes black. Okay, I can see.
so we're playing
Exactly.
that one at the next live show, right?
No, absolutely not.
Darn
What's a live show?
Oh, right, because if we tried to play it at a live show, we would be dead.
Yes. Yes.
We would
Rip
become
the game
the
brass.
big
Beforehand,
Boos.
They have these things
very
called live
Halloween.
shows, which is where people played music in a room together. For an
I've never
audience.
heard of that.
That was in the
Okay, so-
before time, though.
Without any further ado, let's play Big Boo's Haunt from Super Mario 64. Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Welcome back to the Game Breath still. Big Blues Haunt from Super Mario 64. An example of a track written that doesn't work in live, both because of the technical demands on the players and effects, things like that apply to the music. Anyway, next up is Secure Place from Resident Evil 2.
Am I supposed to press it now?
Yeah.
Yes,
Now,
press
Robbie.
it now.
You
You
have to
can
speak
do
to
it.
him in dinosaur
Pull the
talk.
lever, Kronk.
Here we go.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow. A wizard is never late. He is exactly on time when he pleases. I needed a bigger hat and it made me a wizard. But now, let's take a moment and let's think about the next track. Because
Why are
I don't
you
know when
yelling?
the live stream this is. I just
let's
arrived when
think
I
about
please.
it.
Hang on,
Danny.
can we talk about that video? Can we talk about that video first?
Oh, yeah,
Because we
sure.
didn't get to talk about it the last time, and I know Robbie put a lot of like art and effort into making it.
I put a lot of art into it.
Yes.
So
We just shoveled the art right in there. I mean,
I couple things about that video. we talked about how in Ghost House we recorded at half speed and then played the video back at double speed, so we seemed really jerky. Well, we did a similar opposite trick with this video where we recorded everything a little bit too fast and then slowed it down. Not the audio, just the video, so that everybody sort of has more of a smooth motion to them, which is kind of cool. And then on top of that, I did a bunch of sort of B-roll. I have this like camera, whatever, and I was rolling it around on a wheeled tripod through some, let's call them semi-abandoned buildings. Not really, but yeah, I did a little bit of fun lighting, darkness, engineering room of a building downtown kind of stuff. It was a lot of fun. And then I bought a typewriter. And I put the typewriter all over the place. So that was cool.
Making it our most expensive Game Brass video ever.
Dude.
The typewriter was like $20.
Like I said, our most expensive Game Brass video ever.
I mean, the mask from Tyranno Lair was more expensive than that.
The joke stand.
Sorry.
I'm
I'm
really
trying
impressed
so
by how
hard.
you got Robbie to put on a tie.
How do you type with boxing gloves on?
Donnie, we can't afford a $20 typewriter. You think you can afford a tie?
It's true. It's easy.
Looks like he's wearing a tie.
Well, our very next
All right, I am wearing a tie.
by a very
How fast
important
did it
person.
take you to, like, man, how fast did you tie that
I
thing,
have like a whole song. It's fine. It's
As
fine.
fast as it clips on.
Danny, why don't you tell us about the next track?
Please, say Marcel.
Okay, so next tab is a collaboration with Console, which is another band that I'm with, and I brought Gal, our drummer, to play on the next song. So it's called Transylvania, and it is one of my favorite tracks. And let's watch it.
It's
From
from
DuckTales.
DuckTales. Here we
From
go. 2-1.
Welcome back from Transylvania, a terrifying place full of ghouls and goblins and other fun, exciting things, and also some ducks and I'm sure some pogo sticks as well, because that's the game. See? Reference.
Hey.
Anyway, we have with us a ghost, an extra from an unused Bioshock expansion, the Pharaoh himself, and a couple of Pokemon, which we cannot actually call them by their real names for copyright reasons. Anyway.
And because John Robert doesn't know them.
That is also correct, but I wasn't going to say that. So, our next track this evening is a multi-dimensional world premiere. Something for you all to savor tonight. This is the long-awaited Theme of Laura from Silent Hill. Enjoy.
2.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
We're the Game Brass, actually.
Hi, we're the Game Brass.
In point of fact, the Game Brass, and welcome back. Yes.
All right. Hope you all enjoyed that brand new video premiere, which you got to see first on the live stream. Anything that you just want to say about it, Robby and/or Thomas?
Well, Thomas, you did the heavy lifting on this one.
No, we just put fog over everything. That's
Yes,
my
more
understanding
fog.
of how it looks like. So
I mean,
the
that's the play.
algorithm does indicate the more fog you have in a film, the more successful it will be. So we put extra
someone-
fog in for more.
As someone who lives 30 minutes away from Centralia, PA, I can confirm that
Yeah.
fog is appropriate.
Very good.
Can we get some dudes in the chat? I'm not sure if my computer is
Dudes.
working quite right. So dudes in the chat. Also, if you want to get Brasslevania today, whether digital or physical, please go to thegamebrass.bandcamp.com and you can use the promo code GOBLINS.
Goblins.
Goblins. Well, it's not going to be that one. I'm not going to
I'm
send
not
you
gonna
the
send the
one
broken one.
that I dropped.
It's not broken.
You don't know that.
Shh, don't tell them. It's fine. It's fine. We need to recoup all of our losses. No, I'm kidding. All right. So
We're never going to recoup all of our losses.
it's true. It's true. And that's just the financial ones. The emotional ones.
Those are forever. Thank you for
Truly,
the
this
dudes in
is
the
a horror
chat.
album.
So
Where are we at?
next up,
Oh, John, why don't you take this? John Robert.
Oh yes. Well, our next one is a bit interesting, actually. It's an expanded ensemble, and in this case, they put me to work in a slightly different capacity. What?
Sorry, John, I need to interrupt you because I forgot. Alex has to scare us.
Oh, all right, chat. Before we go on the next video, I gotta show you something truly scary, and it's how long this Furby is. You ready? You ready? You ready?
Oh,
You ready?
no.
Oh shit! He fell back down. Oh god!
Not like this.
There you
Lesser
go.
Furby is gone where no
Wait.
Furby is
Not
gone
like
before.
this.
Is it done? Is it?
It's over,
It's-
John.
It's all for Furby. He'll just sit here and watch, listen
No.
to you talk
That's
about.
fine. That's
Cinebros.
perfectly fine. You don't need to include the Furby in our audience. Yes. So, where was I? Oh, yes. Our next piece is an interesting one in that it involves a bit of slightly expanded ensemble. In that I get to sing very, very high and very, very loud, thanks to Thomas's very, very optimistic writing. Let's say, but this is Luke's Tenebras from Amnesia, The Dark Descent. Enjoy.
Hello.
And welcome back.
Hey, Reyes.
I'd like to start by saying that Thomas is a monster. He made a terrible joke, and I blew water up my nose. Now you all know because you've seen it in the chat, and it has been recorded for all eternity. Carry on.
You missed it. It was terrible.
Thank you.
It was terrible.
A lot happens backstage between these videos.
You never know.
Very
That was almost
Madhouse.
scarier than the Furby.
It really was.
Yeah.
But the didn't help things at all.
Yeah, as you can
Well,
tell, I'm
you're
out
at
of
the green room.
costumes. So
Now he's dressed up as himself on a daily basis.
Hey, 'cause we're almost out of videos.
this is
We
true.
are almost out of
The next
videos.
Phantom Train from the Final Fantasy.
The Final
The Final
Fantasy.
Fantasy.
The Final
Yes,
Fantasy.
there were no more Final Fantasies after this. It was the final Final Fantasy. Everyone knows no more Final Fantasies. After Final Fantasy VI, the Phantom Train.
After this one, and I invited myself onto the album.
Did
Well,
you
You've
Just
done
in
enough.
chat really quick. Nuj, I don't know what I am. And Lauren, you also are a beautiful person and we love you.
That's
Wowie.
Aw.
You're just in time for Phantom Train.
true. We
That's
are.
right. Time to suplex the whole train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I said this before. This is just annoying. I got my ears
don't
out.
don't do that
like
outside,
the
kids.
kid.
Yeah. Do that only at home.
The vine. In this next video, there is exactly one frame of Thomas the Tank Engine.
You told them. Why would you tell them?
Nobody found it
They
for
had
a year.
to figure it out. Yeah.
Yes,
You
they have to
didn't get a
find.
I thought someone
takedown
did
One
figure it out.
frame.
One person did. I think one person did.
I
But only
thought
one
someone
person.
did figure it out.
Oh, actually, okay, I missed
yeah.
it.
Well, we'll
They
see.
didn't get, like,
We'll
a
see if y'all
takedown
can
notice?
figure it out.
Still mad about it.
So Thomas, what was it like playing with the Game Brass?
It was fine.
You heard it here.
Ladies and gentlemen, a glowing
Game
review.
Brass.
A glowing
It
review.
was
I'll do it
fine.
again. We'll see.
Let's
It was
watch
fine.
the video. This
heard it
is
here
number
first.
16. Here we go. This is the Phantom Train
That
from
should
Final
go on our
Fantasy VI,
accolades.
featuring Thomas Kresge.
And welcome back from our last episode of, well, we're getting near the end of the night, and that was a lovely journey on a lovely train through a lovely countryside and a lovely game. Next, yes.
It wasn't a lovely journey. We weren't supposed to be on the train. It was
You know, well,
traumatizing.
it's a ghost trip. You know, sometimes,
Sometimes we're on the train, and sometimes you're off the train.
And there was
the recently deceased has to go somewhere, and sometimes you have to, suplex a locomotive along the way. It's all fine. Everything's fine. Everything's totally
Everything is fine.
This is fine.
We were on our way to death, but we got better.
We got better.
We got better.
Not dead yet.
We're
Anyway.
almost through this album.
We're almost through the album. It's a long album. Stuff kept getting added halfway through, including
Speaking
the
of-
Speaking of,
track.
Wow, still people are here. Like they've been here from the beginning. It's amazing. First of all, thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, thanks
for
everybody.
everybody. Yeah.
you.
I'm amazed our bad puns and nonsense haven't scared you off. Thank you very much for sticking it out.
Truly the scariest part about Halloween.
Indeed.
The puns.
Yeah.
That's right.
The puns.
The puns.
Ah,
Yeah, the
Cool,
next track
so-
was added last at the suggestion of one member who's going to remain nameless. But he
but
said,
he
"Why
might
don't
speak
we
with
get
an accent.
Fandango?" And now we got another 10 minutes on the album. But we brought on
Like a good idea at the time.
it seemed like it, and it happened. And we brought on Mariachi Entertainment System.
Dear.
If you want to be on a brass track, usually all you have to do is leave a YouTube comment, and you might get invited one day. Like they did. But here they are, featured on this Grim Fandango suite.
Ooh.
And I should say, we only have 2 tracks left in this presentation, but this next track is actually 5 tracks. Please enjoy. are live. Wow, Mariachi Entertainment System is my favorite. I'm so happy that we got to work with them. So good. We're gonna have a fully realized, completely edited video for this next Saturday at 1 p.m. for our premiere. It will be better than what you just saw. Just, we don't have all the time in the world to edit. Speaking of, there's also going to be a premiere tomorrow at 1 p.m. for the Theme of Laura video that you just got a sneak peek of a few minutes ago. I've been seeing people popping into Discord while we've been watching these videos. If you want to be a part of our Discord, if you want to chat with us, if you want to make requests of tracks you want to hear done by the Game Brass, the link to the Discord is in every video description, including this one. So if you scroll down just a little bit and show more, there's a link to join our Discord. Come and chat with us. The link is also in the chat. Thank you, probably Daniel. So that's great. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We've been just having a great time chilling and laughing and reliving our Brasslevania days. I'm going to wrap things up because this next track is our last one. I'm seeing people now actually legitimately joining a group of people are joining the Discord. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool. So this is the last track from Brasslevania. I must mention that we have a promo code for it. If you go to thegamebrass.bandcamp.com, you can pick up Brasslevania as a physical CD or as a digital copy. And there's a promo code that is, I almost said ghosts, but it's Goblin.
It was Ghosts last year. It's Goblins this year.
Goblins with an S.
See what I did there?
Goblins.
Goblins.
That is the promo code. Please use it to get a deal on our album. Pop the hat. This next song is one of...
Speaking of albums,
we have another one coming out on November the 20th.
That's right.
Please look forward to that. It is, I can say the name. It's called Brass Castles. We have been working on this since March 2017. I was arranging.
As soon as the Game Brass was founded.
It's actually the original. Yeah, it's our original.
It is the progenitor of all the other things we've done. We started working on it first. The original.
The what?
Tracks, the progenitor.
I heard progenital.
No,
sorry.
No. The chat is asking if they can buy the copy that I broke, and this one actually costs more.
That one's like 10 grand.
Yes. But the upside is Robby will sign
quickly. We have this joke. We had this joke around the office when we had offices. That whenever someone was feeling sick, there's like a juice store around the corner, and you'd go to the juice store and you get like the ginger juice to try and get rid of your cold or whatever. And it's like, hey, I'm going to go to the $8 juice store. And then, oh, cool, let me join you. I'll go to the $12 juice store. And then every time you mention the juice store, it's more money. It's like, hey, I'm going to go over to the $20 juice store. Anybody want anything? And then like by the end of the day, like we've all been to the $30,000 juice store. So that's what I think of when this album is $10,000 now. Cool. This next track is Bloody Tears. And it is one of the few, if not, no, I'm going to say one of the few times we've had a fire tweet. Daniel, why don't you tell the story behind this fire tweet?
Oh, man. Okay, so I was at University of Toronto where I was a grad student, and my professor that I worked with directly, we were talking about the album, and then I showed him tracks, and he only looked at a couple ones that were songs that I knew, one of which was Bloody Tears. And then his immediate impression of Bloody Tears was like, this sounds like the background music for a car chase scene. So that was the inspiration for the tweet. I just took the video and then I found I forget the name of the movie, but
I think it was Gone in 60 Seconds, the original.
Yes. Yeah, Gone in 60 Seconds, the original. It set several records for having the most excessive car chase scenes, apparently.
It's so good, though.
And I just set the two together, and the tweet did very well.
If you want to see this video and enjoy this tweet, Daniel has, or Alex, I guess, has retweeted it from the Game Brass Twitter account.
Yep.
So twitter.com/thegamebrass, you can see this song that we're about to watch as a viral tweet, I guess. We also had a good one of Mad Monster Mansion where there's like kiwi birds that are like
The birds doing the.
dancing. It's good. Well, they're not dancing. They're
We've
looking for
attempted
that
worms.
tomorrow.
to achieve
We did
viral.
have the one with the. We did have the one with the composer actually retweeting. No.
With Grant Kirkhope, yeah, that did great too. But like this Bloody Tears one was like, hey, that's
meme
funny. I'm gonna
tier of-
retweet.
Yeah.
Not, I'm a fan of
We,
this.
we have attempted to achieve viral notoriety in the meme verse many times, and occasionally we almost strike gold. And you can see what you pop over to our Twitter account and follow us.
The internet is a tough crowd. So my
Yeah,
camera
it's like,
probably just
oh my
dropped
god,
out.
this is amazing. Oh, it's brass. Eh. It's like, yeah.
All right. So without any further ado, I think we'll probably come back and wrap things up after this. But please enjoy "Bloody Tears" from Castlevania. Also, the lyrics are "Bloody tears, bloody, bloody tears." Here you go. I'm a little bit slow on the draw.
Are we back?
That's it. That is Brasslevania.
It
That
is
is the
indeed.
last track.
Woo.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. We really appreciate you. We wouldn't be here doing this if it wasn't for you, who actually shows up on our channel and watches our videos week in and week out. Yeah, bloody
great.
tears, bloody tears. I've been practicing this.
Bloody tears.
Oh my gosh,
Wow.
Yes, you can acquire our complete discography
that
on our
was
Bandcamp
slick.
Thank
or
you.
on our website at thegamebrass.com. Everything is there. you can see we have Snowtopia, our very first release, followed by Brasslevania, the album you've been listening to this very haunted evening. And finally, this last summer, Brasino Isles Tropical Cruise, a video game getaway with friends. A general collection of lovely holiday-themed, island-flavored tracks, which we're incredibly proud of.
Island-flavored.
Quite proud of. So please, by all means,
And
check those out.
soon,
And soon
we are adding a fourth album to the stack, and I wish I had one in my hands already. Danny Flam was like, "Hey, do you have a fake album? Can you just print it out really quick?" I don't have that. But Brass Castles is our next album. It is just quintet, only 5 of us, not 50 of us, not 9 of us. It is a quintet album. It is every Castles track we have released since 2017. That includes Final Fantasy VI, Edgar and Sabin. That includes Dracula's Castle from Castlevania. That includes Creepy Castle from Donkey Kong 64. That includes more things that I didn't say.
That includes some of our more recent stuff that we just released videos for, such as the Shovel Knight cover on Wily Castle.
Indeed.
Yes. And
Castle
Castle Crashers.
Yeah.
If it's got a castle, it's probably there. The ones that are not on there for sure. Well, okay, one that's not on there for sure is definitely Dragon Quest VIII. That one was unlicensable.
Unlicensable, they said.
Also, Castle Lololo.
Licensable.
We don't know about that yet.
We don't know about Lololo yet. We're still waiting to yeah, it's fine. I mean, the video came out in 2017. It's fine. Anyway, thank you all for joining us. I think that about wraps it up for us. Once again, Bandcamp promo code GOBLINS. Our Discord link is in the video description. We have a premiere tomorrow at 1. We have a premiere pretty much every Saturday at 1. So come in and join us. Make some dutes in the chat. And we love having you. We hope you'll enjoy continuing to listen to us. I have nothing to go to. I'm like wrapping up to and here's the last song. It's over. This is it.
It's over.
Well, that sounds very bleak, doesn't it? It's over.
It's over.
You can do the Teen Girl Squad.
It's
Yeah,
over.
we can all retire.
It's over.
How
I should
about
also
we
say
do this again?
hello to Lauren Stacy. Hi. Lauren also
Hello,
plays
Stacey.
horn with us sometimes.
Yes, she's been on quite a few of our releases, actually, in
Yeah.
little bits and pieces. See
Yeah,
how I did quite a few releases in little bits and pieces. Never mind, sorry.
One thing
Oh,
that
it's
you
nice.
probably don't know Hyrule says hat. I was going to say your real name, but your hat.
Sir Hat of
Sir Hat
VGM.
of VGM. What was I going to say? Shoot.
Join us
No,
on
the thought is gone.
That's it.
That's what we have to say.
Well, I
Just
mean, you
keep,
just said you don't know.
Oh,
Let's do this again
You
for
don't know
Castle.
either.
Hang on,
Let's
Robbie.
do this again when the Castles album comes out. Yes. What I was going to say was it's pretty cool. Some of you don't see this behind the scenes. So right now we are talking about an album that came out a year ago. I'm about to record a track that's going to be on an album that comes out next year. We are currently waiting for things to get approved for a track that's coming out on November 20th. There's always and I'm editing a video that's going to come out next week. So there's always a rolling schedule of things. And Daniel is off arranging some stuff. Everybody's off arranging some stuff. So there's always a lot going on at the Game Brass. Please come and chat with us in Discord. Please continue watching our videos. I have nothing to go to. Thank you all for joining us. Good night.
Good night.
Have a very good
Bye.
Halloween. Bye. Bye.
Happy-
Bye. Don't talk. Yes, there's going to be a Castles listening party. Bye.
Bye.